Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another banging video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about critics over on TikTok believing that Kanye West is still styling Kim because what they're saying is that Kim Kardashian's most recent Paris wardrobe is given rappers, not whoppers, whoppers. Can you imagine? It's given rapper's wife era. Let's talk about it because I definitely agree that her look has been refreshed. Her Paris wardrobe has been refreshed. But we all know that Ye would not style Kim no matter what because he hates this woman at so much at this point. He has been going off on her, calling her ugly, saying all the most horrible, disgusting things about her. If Ye could lock Kim in a dungeon somewhere, he would have done that. That's how much he hates her, right? So he's not styling her at the moment. However, I did do some checks and I discovered who is styling Kim at this point in time. So, two people are styling Kim at this point in time when it comes to the wardrobe, and that's Danielle Levy and Benita Carter. They have been curating some looks for Kim Kardashian. We know the hair, Chris Appleton. No, we've seen Kim Kardashian in Paris most recently. She, had her Paris trial for the robbery that took place 9 years ago. So she did that. So the trial started. Yes, you're going to hear chickens in the background, okay? So the trial started on May 5th. Kim Kardashian took the stand on May 13th. But what many people observe is that her closet for Paris, it's been like creme de la creme, top tier. It's taking us back to when Kanye used to style her. So as such, many people believe that it is Kanye because the looks, they have been so refreshing. They're giving hip, they're giving rapper's wife era, they're giving optical illusion, everything that Kanye would do, we're seeing in these looks. So this is why many people believe it is Kanye. We saw her with the deer inspired cream colored dressing gown, that one that many people said Kim Kardashian got her fashion senses snatched in Paris. She wore that with the lace bralette, the cinched in waist, the brown suede belt with the blue baseball cap. The blue baseball cap, if you look at the blue baseball cap, the waist being cinched, the bralette, it's given rappers, not whoppers again. It's really giving rapper's wife era when you would just take a piece of fabric and make something on the spot for Kim Kardashian. Remember when he said, I'll do anything, I've done so much for you, but I want a specific band-aid and you can't get me a specific band-aid. You want to get me a pink band-aid? You want to get me a band-aid with Jesus on it? Yes, it's definitely taking us back to that era. Also, she did the optical illusion top from Prada. She made it really fresh and she paired it with some leggings. Do you guys remember that? I think it was like brown and black leggings, the eel and how the eel was styled to wrap around the leggings and the eel looked like a piece of jewelry at the ankle. Really, really looked good. So it was like a high fashion moment for Kim Kardashian. She has truly pulled back some of the fashion energy that she used to give when she was with Ye. So as such, I believe that the people here that she's working with, Danielle and Benita, I think that they may have drawn inspiration from how Kanye used to style her back in the day because they know that those moments were like, high moments for Kim Kardashian. Now, what would Kim Kardashian be going back to the rapper's wife era, but with a modern twist? Well, if you think about it, Kim Kardashian has managed to garner majority of her success through pop culture. Kim is a multifaceted woman. She's multifaceted, of course. And, can we say she's racially ambiguous as well? Yes, she is. And when you look at Kim's, early life, like late teenage to young adult, she built a career from pop culture. So she has definitely cemented herself. She has made a name and a mark for herself in pop culture. So even when, she wanted to pull away from pop culture because she didn't want people to associate her with Kanye's name too much, because she wanted to create a name and she wanted to create an identity for herself. She has already accomplished that. Yes, she has, because she did the collaboration with the NBA, the WNBA. She made huge business deals, just being Kim Kardashian. Even though she has had major wins, she has had major losses as well. However, she was able to cement herself and rebrand herself as Kim Kardashian. Now, and this is a thing I would say to anyone who is out there, who is a content creator. If you're a brand owner, or if you want to make a name as a public figure, Kim Kardashian's playbook is a playbook that you need to steal. The entire Kylie Jenner playbook is a playbook that you need to steal. They don't tell you what to do, but you can look at what they're doing and you can replicate everything they're doing, and you can get the same level of success that they have managed to get over the years. Don't steal Britney's money now. Don't do that, okay? But I'm just saying, you can steal their entire playbook because they've been taking from people. And they say, teeth from teeth, God laugh, right? So if you want to be successful, their playbook is the one that everyone should be looking at. So now Kim Kardashian is going back to that rapper's wife era, because those eras, they have cemented her so much. And she has like this connection, this bond. And whether we love to love her or whether we love to hate her, when she's in the rapper's wife era, that's whenever things are most fruitful for Kim. And that's when she seems her happiest. Do you know how they say Justin Bieber always appears to be more happy and at peace around people of color? He was happier with Selena Gomez. When you see him around SZA and Sexy Red, he's just truly, truly happy. Kim Kardashian is also that. A lot of people, their race, their culture really, really doesn't speak to them. And I don't think it's anything for anyone to be afraid of embracing or ashamed of embracing. We have one life to live, and you have to understand what works for you, and you have to stick to what works for you. I'm not talking about racism. I'm not talking about classism in this case. So please don't get it twisted, because oftentimes the internet can be so salacious in their intent. I'm just saying, a lot of people's country, their culture, their race, their class, their color, their creed, their own people oftentimes don't work for them. And it also tells us this in the Bible, that sometimes a king has no honor in his country, but he will move to another country. He will receive great honor, success, and admiration. So if you realize that moving around your own people hasn't been culture works with Kim, the black community works with Kim, and Kim is basically out here showing us what is working for her and what is not working for her. Now, another part of me is saying Kim Kardashian might be dating a black man on the low, and this man might be involved in sports or music. He might be a music executive. It might be someone from the upper echelon of society, but it gives us a sense that she's also dating someone from the culture again. I'm getting this so strongly. So when they say Kanye is styling her, Kanye is not going to style Kim. It's never going to happen. And Kim is not going to allow herself for Kanye to style her ever again. She's not going to give Kanye the opportunity, even though she would want to, but she cannot trust him, because he cannot even trust himself, because if you can't trust yourself to stay away from drugs, you know that that's a major problem there that you're going to have to work with. And no one knows that problem better than Kim. So she's not going to trust him because she knows that once things are, once his foundation is a bit shady or shaky, he's going to come to the internet and he's going to go after her. And no one wants that. No one who wants to live a happy, healthy life wants that kind of, uncertainty. Like, Ye is a guaranteed uncertainty for the past, 6 or 7 years now. If you're observing, he has been hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. We're all hot and cold at some point in our lives, but he is hot and cold. When it gets really hot, it keeps getting hotter. And when it gets really cold, it keeps getting colder. If you're paying attention, he also did it to Bianca. He was sending Bianca subliminals like, if you don't come back to me, I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to destroy you. And he did that through, bitch, run off with my Maybach. Bitch wants babies insecurities. Because after we've been hearing those things from the media outlets, and we have been saying, why would Bianca want to have a child with him, knowing that a fort cannot keep him calm, so we can't see how the fifth is going to work? He basically came out and solidified what the media outlets were reporting, and he was taking jabs here and there at Bianca. So he has shown that girl that if she didn't come back to him, he would have blasted her on social media exactly like he did Kim Kardashian. So at this point in time, Bianca is back with him because it was alleged that he offered her about a multi-million-dollar deal not to divorce him. So kudos to Bianca. Hope she's collecting that money because, like, why the heck not? Because if he and his friends can't protect him, then, like, I'm done at this point. Okay, I'm done. So back to Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is definitely capitalizing on the rapper's wife era look. It has always worked for her. Those moments were some of her best looks, and she's bringing it back because it actually works for her image. It works for branding. It works for business, and people are noticing the shift in, her fashion. And honestly, some of it I like, some of it, it's so ridiculous in my opinion. But you know how they say, that is rich people's problem. But I want to hear from you guys. What's your take? Do you think that Kanye is still styling Kim? Or do you think that she has someone else styling her? But you definitely see that she's in the rapper's wife era again. Leave a comment below. While you're at it, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Peace.